Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Eva and I am a millennial who is absolutely obsessed with makeup. In today's video, we are going to be swatching, trying on, reviewing, talking all about the 4 new shades of the Makeup by Mario blush veils. Now, if you're not familiar, this is a balmy blush from Makeup by Mario. It's a really interesting texture. I did review most of the shades when they first dropped. I will have those linked up above if you want to go back and watch that video. But it's a very interesting texture. They're very balmy. They came out with new shades. We're going to talk about it. So if you are interested in seeing what all 4 of the new shades look like on my cheeks, as well as arm swatches and comparisons to other shades in the lineup, then go ahead and keep on watching. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps me out. And then I also would love if you follow me on Instagram. I am going to be pretty light on videos in August because I have a lot going on. I have some travel, I have visitors, and just in general, life's getting a little crazy. So most of August content will be over on Instagram until I can get back into focusing more on long form content. But don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I love long form content. You just might get a couple videos in August as opposed to the normal amount. Let's talk a little bit more about the Makeup by Mario blush veils. So these retail for $30. They now come in 9 shades, 4 of which are the new ones. And a little bit more about the claims, reading as usual from the Sephora site. So what it is a lightweight cream blush that is made with hyaluronic acid to hydrate and plump skin with a sheer veil of color. Now, something to note is these are sheer, and I do appreciate that in the product claims, they're saying this is a sheer formula. It is a sheer buildable formula. It is not going to be super pigmented upon first application. As you will see, it is a product that you do need to build. If that is not your style, if you want a super pigmented cheek product, you are not going to like these. But if you like having flexibility, if you like being able to build up the color, then I do think you will really like these. Before we start applying these to the cheeks, let's go over the new shades. This is the shade Paradise Pink, and it is described as a vibrant blue pink. Let's just do a quick little finger swatch so you can see what the shade looks like. And then on the back of my hand, that is the shade. Don't worry, we'll do better swatches though. And then we also have the shade Papaya Pop, and this is a bright peachy orange. It is definitely on the orange side. I would not really say it's peach. It is straight up orange in my opinion. Here is that finger swatch. And then here it is on my hand. And then we have Strawberry Sunset, which is described as a cherry pink. This is that Strawberry Sunset. I actually think the name description on that is perfect. It is totally a cherry pink. It's not quite cherry. It has a little bit of pink. I would say that is definitely an accurate and apt shade description. And Pink Peony is described as a soft blue pink. So here is Pink Peony. A little hard to show up on my finger because my fingers are like kind of red right now, but I did swatch it right here. So here we have the 4 new shades. I applied my complexion and then I ended up lightly powdering with my new favorite powder, which is the RMS Hydra Setting Powder in the shade Light. I do have a code with them that I will plug if you are interested. But I want to mention that I did powder because sometimes people ask me in the comments, is that application done over powder or not? And this time I decided to apply a little bit of powder. Also, as always, you guys, I'm trying to improve my videos. I'm trying to improve the lighting, the sound, etc. If you have any feedback on any of it, always leave it down below. I welcome the critique. So let me know how the lighting's looking, how this is sounding, etc., etc. I need the feedback. I'm trying to get better. Okay, now to the swatches. Let's go ahead. Let's start with Pink Peony, which is the one that I applied this morning and I thought was a little sheer for my liking, but we will apply it again on camera. I'm going in with just a Real Techniques soft sculpting brush. You want to definitely for these use a dense brush. I like to use this one or my BK Beauty one. Okay, I think this morning I just didn't pick up enough product because that is quite pigmented. And we will do close-ups so you can see what the color looks like. Yep, I just didn't pick up enough product because I'm having no problem with the pigmentation level whatsoever. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you in. So this is the shade Pink Peony. I love this shade. This is so pretty. Look how much it just livens up my face. Like, no blush, blush. Now I'm gonna go ahead and off camera apply Paradise Pink to this side of my face. This one is another one that is described as a blue pink, so I thought it'd be good to compare the two. So Pink Peony is described as a soft blue pink, and then Paradise Pink is described as a vibrant blue pink. So we will be back to compare. Okay, and this side of my face is Paradise Pink. I personally on myself prefer the Pink Peony. Personally, I prefer the Pink Peony on myself. That's because I don't have any fake tanner on right now and I'm quite pale. But I do think with a fake tan, the redder, more vibrant one would be beautiful. They're both beautiful, but if I had to pick between the two on myself, as someone with very fair skin, I would definitely pick Pink Peony. We will be back and I will share the other two shades. On this side of my face, we have Papaya Pop. On this side of my face, we have Strawberry Sunset. Let's talk about Papaya Pop really quickly. So this one really surprised me. It looks, in my opinion, pretty scary in the pan and even when I swatched it, but this one is so beautiful and I did just a light veil of it and it actually is very much a peach shade. You can build it up, however, which I am going to do on camera right now because I did want to show how you can really make it pop and build it up. If you have deeper complexions or if you have a little bit of a tan, that's definitely buildable. Now, Strawberry Sunset was very pretty as well. For me, I feel like I'm not, just quick first impression of the shade, I'm not noticing a huge difference between this shade and Paradise Pink. I mean, of course they are different shades, but I don't know, like just looking in the viewfinder when I applied Strawberry Sunset, my first inclination was, oh, did I apply Paradise Pink again? They definitely have different undertones, but I definitely do not think you need both of these. I would pick whichever one is speaking to you. If I had to pick between Paradise Pink and Strawberry Sunset, I would probably go with Strawberry Sunset just because I think it is a little bit more flattering for me when I am extra pale. But all of these perform beautifully. They are the same as the original formula. Now, I do want to do some comparisons between the new shades and the existing shades. That way, if you have some of those shades, I can let you know if any are similar. So let's move into comparisons. Looking at the original shades, I'm only noticing a couple of potential overlaps, so let's talk about those. So first would be Just Peachy. So here is Just Peachy, which is a peach shade, shocker. And let's go ahead and compare it to Papaya Pop. So obviously they are very different shades of peach / orange, but let's swatch them. I am curious to see how they end up swatching. So first let's go in with just Peachy. We will apply that right here. And then let's go in with Papaya, and we will apply that right here. So you can see they are similar, but they're different. I do not think you need both of them though. I think if you already have just Peachy, you can skip Papaya Pop, because I do think you can build up. I'm gonna actually try it. I'm gonna try building up just Peachy a little bit to see if I'm able to get it to that brightness level of Papaya. I mean, these are pretty close. They're not identical, but once you layer on another layer of just Peachy, they are very hard to tell apart. So if you have just Peachy, I think you truly can skip Papaya Pop, because I mean, guys, these are so similar. Yes, they have different undertones. The undertones are really picking up on camera, but when I'm just looking at them with the bare eye, I cannot tell a difference between the two. That was the only one that jumped out at me from a similarity standpoint, but I thought it would still be helpful to do some comparison. So I will go ahead and just swatch every shade in the lineup except for that one berry one that I don't have, so you can see what they look like all lined up on my arm. As you can see from the arm swatches, the only shades that are really similar when we're comparing the old shades with the new shades are the shades just Peachy and then the Papaya Pop one. All the other ones are very much unique, and I don't see any overlap between the new shades and the old shades. However, of course, some of the older shades are very similar. There are those two pink shades from the old shade range that really do overlap, but I would say if you have the OG shades, you are safe to purchase any of the new ones without overlap, with the exception of Papaya Pop and Peach. Now for my overall thoughts on this formula. I really do like this formula. However, I will say it's not for everyone. Some people don't like how balmy it is, and some people I know. Now for my final thoughts on this launch and then the formula in general. I like the new launch. I think these shades are really beautiful, perfectly timed for summer. I hope that in the fall they extend the range even further to get maybe some like deeper rust, kind of like brown chocolatey shades in the mix. I think that would be fun. As far as if I recommend these products, I personally really like the formula, but before you go crazy and pick up multiple shades, I would just grab one and see how you like it, how it wears on you. For me, these do wear for around 6 hours. Most blushes wear around, I would say like 8. So I do take a little bit of a haircut on these as far as how long they wear, but I like the formula so much that 2-hour less longevity doesn't really bother me, but that might bother you. So that is something to keep in mind. Well, that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for being here. If you made it to the end, would love if you subscribe, follow me on Instagram, give this video a thumbs up, etc. And let me know in the comments below if you've tried this formula and what you think of the new shades.